Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we have another episode of Final Fantasy X.
Where are we?
The faith is inside. As are the fiends.
Hey, this where...
Where? What?
The summoner I guarded on my first pilgrimage died here. Yuna, let's go. The faith awaits.
Yeah, so Lulu's been on multiple pilgrimages, and apparently her first one ended here. One of the reasons why you can find her ultimate weapon crest in the far plane. She's kind of the only character intimately connected with death. And so here we have...
You couldn't reach the far plane.
Here we have basically another new area where we can capture fiends. But I just felt like Yuna got a cool, unique bit of dialogue, so I thought she should be able to use Holy and send the fiend back to the far plane. But obviously, we're going to have to go and collect all of the fiends in this area. This is another new area for fiends to be collected. And so we obviously go through these fights with our capture weapons and capture those 3 fiends there. Not a problem. These particular fiends' magic jars, there's no point in us fighting them. They do drop rare things, but more than likely they'll just explode.
What's a faith doing in a place like this?
Don't ask me.
They say it was stolen from a temple long ago.
Huh?
With no faith, summoners cannot train. Without training, they cannot call the final Aeon. Without the final Aeon, they cannot defeat sin. That is why.
'Cause then the summoner won't die.
That must be what the thief was thinking.
I kinda agree with him.
So yeah, just progressing around, as I say, just capturing different fiends, and like these spawns where it's like 3 of the same fiend are just brilliant. It's like, yeah, we've now 6 captured of 10, so we can just start fleeing from the ones we don't need. Yuna can just cure up from the menu, which is brilliant. And obviously we're still getting sphere levels, so, you know, at this part of the game where, you know, we have to be getting 10 of each fiend and there's still high, you know, experience payouts, it's still really good. And obviously we're kind of at the stage where we've kind of obviously left our original paths on the sphere grid for the most part. And as I say, people are just zooming through other characters' grids, which is great, getting like... But yeah, getting a different variety of abilities, and as I say, Kimahri is still working through Riku's grid, slowly but surely. And, yeah. Yuna's getting to put in those plus 40 MP nodes, which are brilliant. But as I say, yeah, it's an interesting idea, I suppose. I wonder what Yojimbo's original temple was that he was like stolen from. That he then just gets thrown into a cave full of fiends down at the bottom of Mount Gagazet. And like faith statues are not small. So, like, how was one person lugging that around? But I'll show it kind of later in the video. Like, realistically, all you have to do to like get a bunch of fiends is to kind of put on the super high frequent encounters and literally just try and run from one end of the area of the map like to another end of the map. And in general, with the high frequency of combat, you will end up capturing 10 of each fiends, no problem. And yeah, with these particular elementals, the black elementals, they cast Reflect on themselves, so they're not like the regular elementals where, you know, you cast a particular weakness spell and then they die instantly. And also, we have to capture them with our capture weapons, so we have to actually beat them with physical damage. So one thing that Waka just learned, which is quite handy, is Armor Break. And basically, the black elements, well, all elements really, all have the armored status, but they also just have really high defense. So if a character like Orin attacks with a piercing weapon, it's still not going to do that much damage because their defense is really high. Whereas Armor Break breaks the armored status and lowers their defense. So with both of those gone, you know, characters like Tidus can then just run up, swing, and hit for super high damage. And since Tidus has a capture weapon, they are captured. So super duper handy. And yeah, once again we have these fancy Machina, and what's super handy with those is that their rare drops are Mega Phoenixes, similar to the Machina we fought in Bavel. So they're not as frequent, but like if all else fails, you could potentially grind for Mega Phoenixes for Auto Phoenix armor here, potentially. Now, I come back and get it later, but at that treasure chest, if you go left, there's an Albed primer tucked away in the corner there. I just was super excited to go fight Yojimbo. That,
No, an unsent.
but I didn't get it. But drama ensues now.
It is. It's you, is it not, Lady Ginham? Forgive me. I was too young. There is no human left in you now, is there? Very well then. Allow me to perform my last duty to you. My last as your guardian.
So yeah, we have an undead summoner, but she's lost all traces of her humanity, and so she summons an Aeon we've not seen before. And it begs the question, like just lore-wise, if Lulu's been on multiple pilgrimages before, how did she start with just basic black mage abilities? And I was kind of just, you know, thinking on that myself for a little while. And what I potentially think happened is that maybe it's just the case that the summoner just had high agility, went first, because we know Lolo? We know Lulu is really slow, and we can just imagine that basically the summoner went first, summoned, and then beat all the fiends with their Aeons, so Lulu got no experience maybe, and she literally was just along for the ride, and so that's why she had no experience in the sphere grid. and didn't know any higher tier black magic. Both times. So like she was just there for the company, which I mean, listen, I get it. Lulu is fantastic. She is great company. But basically with this boss fight, it's kind of just a formality. Like, trust me, we are going to be fighting versions of the Aeons that are incredibly powerful. But I do have to kind of go back to an earlier video that I said, oh, it's like one of the only times you fight an Aeon, that being versus Anima. Obviously, we're fighting Yojimbo here, so I was incorrect. But again, Holy just doing absolute work. Yojimbo's already on pretty low HP. He's already like, you know, slumped over a bit. And just for thematic flair, shall we say, we'll use Lulu's overdrive with flair, and get 3 flare attacks in a row. I mean, I honestly think if I had just used flare regularly, Lulu would have gotten an attack in. But again, yeah, she's so slow. Like, even Riki without haste is going before her. Miles before her. Like, her agility is so low. But Yojimbo is a pretty awesome looking Aeon, to be fair. And Sentinel just being an absolutely brilliant ability. They basically get like an Aeon shield boost and get to guard at the same time. So it's quite cool. And I just wanted Lulu to get the final hit for story purposes. And the overkill as well. Absolutely amazing. I don't know why the dog doesn't disintegrate too with the fireflies.
Strange. I thought it would be sadder somehow. Maybe I've gotten used to farewells.
You're stronger now.
Waka, I hope you're right. Yuna, the faith is inside. Go do what you came to do.
But yeah, it's like super like good character development for Lulu. And just really kind of fleshed out her character, why she's kind of so serious. You know, amazing. Absolutely amazing stuff. And with that boss fight done, like I'm actually so upset that I don't just remember that the Abed primer's there and I don't just run back, quickly get it. Because it becomes a whole like messy ordeal remembering to go back and get it later. But if you're listening to me now, you can go check it out before I go get it in the actual video a bit later. But yeah, there was no like cloistered trials or dealing with spheres. Just fight through the fiends and beat the summoner boss. And these are kind of our 2 little tucked away treasures that we can collect. And again, I don't know why there's graphical issues. It is so strange. But 2x potions in our inventory, absolutely fabulous. Now, with this particular Aeon, there is a price. We have to actually buy his allegiance. And what's super funny is that like a lot of guides will literally be like, oh, you know, you can bargain him down by picking a certain dialogue option and then giving certain amounts that will drop his offer. But we've that much money saved up from grinding and getting all the different encounters and trying to get all the Mega Phoenixes that we can just buy him at his initial asking price. And for RP reasons, I'm going to pick to train as a summoner. Because that's what Yuna's here to do. She doesn't care about defeating fiends or getting like high honors. She just wants to be a summoner and beat Sin.
I am the Blade of Vengeance. They dare only whisper my name. Yojimbo. Summoner, I ask you, what do you want of me?
Yojimbo, more like Yojimbo. Cutie Crusader.
If you desire my strength, you must pay my price. Make your offer.
Yeah, so like technically you can get him down to basically half that price thereabouts, but it's like, honey, we have double your asking price. Literally double your asking price. And just to flex, we'll offer him more than he asked for.
Adequate. You are my client and
Adequate? We gave you just about double what you asked for. Oh. Anyway. Adequate, I'm so insulted. But yeah, we basically have one of the secret Aeons, Yojimbo. One of the requirements for Yuna's celestial weapon is to actually own and have, well not own, gain the allegiance of all of the Aeons in the game. So having Yojimbo now is great. And Yojimbo only has special attacks. You also have to pay Yojimbo to do any attacks. And then depending on how you pay him, his affection will go up, down, or remain indifferent. But I basically just decided at this point just to try and capture one of every fiend in the Sunken Cave. And so after getting one of everything, turn off encounters, run back to the monster arena, and well, save first, because oh my goodness, you do not want to like lose your progress with an accidental party wipe and then be like, oh, I actually lost all that monster capturing. But yeah, make it back to the Calmlands, and whenever you completely complete one of every fiend in a particular area, you get like a massive bonus of rare items for customizing and Aeon abilities and just general use in general. So it's quite handy. And so he'll basically say, oh, I've been researching the fiends from a particular area, and he'll have made a particular type of fiend, and this one is going to be the key to us getting so many levels, like literally so many level ups will be because of this little guy. His karma ability does into the 30,000s. So basically we just need a certain combination with overdrive to AP, triple overdrive, and like double overdrive, and then you're getting 6 times overdrive, converting that all into AP, and then when your characters have the stoic and comrade abilities, like you're just getting like 55 level ups, 45 level ups, 80 level ups in about 5 minutes, which lets us move around the sphere grid ASAP. So the Unity run realistically is over now, because at the moment we can basically, once we get those select few weapons for all the different characters and get them customized out, like leveling up characters becomes meaningless really. Like the Unity run really ended once every single character got to the end of their particular grid, and now we've just kind of been flexing out their stats to make them more maximum. So that's really kind of the story there. But yeah, once you kind of collect a certain number of creatures as well, he'll create original creations. So that was like the Earth Eater there. But basically, I kind of just said to myself, right, this is what I'm going to do. Put on 4 times speed, put on rapid encounters, and then just literally take one side of the map and run from one side of the map to the other side of the map, capturing as we go. And you're seeing there, like, we're literally KOing creatures in one hit. We're literally getting encounters so frequently. Like, it's literally the case that we're going to be I just run, keep getting encounters, bump, and then once you kind of capture all the monsters in a certain kind of area, go to another area. So like in Macalania, it's the wood itself, outside the travel agency, and then the ice road just to the Macalania temple. And yeah, just literally encounter, attack, and you'll be getting stuff done really quickly and really efficiently. And then again, because I literally cut out maybe 40 minutes of real time clips of me just capturing creatures in different areas, and like that, once you've reached the limit, they'll just say, oh, your capture limit's reached, and so again, you're just kind of waiting for creatures that you didn't particularly get, and again, with the high encounter rates, you're seeing them so frequently and a 4 times speed that it's really not too bad. And again, keeping everybody topped up, and then making my way back to the arena, we can basically see how that collecting has been going for us. It's been going super duper well. But again, I thought it's not like I'm live streaming. I'm like, there's no point in having you guys watch that. Like, a part of me was like, oh, like, I'll put it on to show how quick and easy it is, but like, it's just boring, it's just repetitive. I'd have literally nothing to say. And at this point in the game, we're not strong enough to really take on these arena conquest creations. But again, if you just keep talking to him, and you've reached specific classifications of thresholds of reaching the enemies captured, you're well able to just literally talk, and he'll give you the rewards one at a time. Again, the 99 chocobo wings, absolutely amazing, giving us auto haste, which is such a good ability for our like 3 main characters and stuff. So yeah, we've been doing a good bit of capturing, and I just wanted to kind of show, you can actually talk to him and he'll basically tell you, oh, these are the type of fiends that I'm in need of. He'll say ones that like you're looking for, but again, 10 of each, so Macalania is done, never have to go back there. Absolutely brilliant. Similar with the Thunder Plains, but again, I'm going to have to just do that in the Calmlands, but going back to the Thunder Plains, go back to Macalania, like, it just needs to be done, so just do it, at least you can one-hit them. But again, yeah, so like certain ones are done, but certain ones like the Tonberry are quite rare, so we need to go get them. And I'm going to be doing that off screen, but I'm pretty sure I kind of go back and I show you the basically monster hunting arena and like where we kind of are for that. But that's going to be the episode, so I'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks so much for watching.